When it comes to cars, not all brands are created equal. Some brands have gotten a reputation for being unreliable and inefficient. In this video, we'll be taking a closer look at some of the worst car brands on the market today. From poor reliability to high costs of ownership, we'll explore why these car brands are considered to be the worst and what to look out for if you're considering a purchase. So buckle up, it's time to take a wild ride through the world of worst car brands. We're starting off with a luxury SUV maker, Land Rover. While this was a once beloved brand, Land Rover has been having a bit of a rough ride lately. Why? Well, first we have the reliability issue. A recent study by J.D. Power and Associates showed that there were 220 problems with every 100 vehicles, meaning, on average, 2 problems per vehicle. That's a lot of problems. This high number of issues has led to concerns about the long-term cost of ownership, which can be a strain on anyone's wallet with expensive maintenance and repair costs. And that's not to mention fuel efficiency. Land Rovers are known for guzzling gas like there's no tomorrow, and this poor fuel efficiency can add up to some serious costs over time. To make matters worse, some Land Rover models have limited interior space and a lack of comfort, especially in the rear seats, which can be a real bummer for passengers. Last but not least, while Land Rover has a premium image, it's actually fallen behind its competitors in terms of technology and features offered. This is a real shame, as these days, people expect their luxury vehicles to be loaded with all sorts of bells and whistles. While owning a Land Rover can be quite the status symbol, owners should be prepared for potential reliability issues, high fuel costs, and a lack of comfort and technology. But Land Rover isn't the only brand with reliability issues. Fiat, the Italian automaker, has also faced some challenges when it comes to reliability of its vehicles. From overheated engines to power problems, there are a number of issues that have plagued Fiat owners. The overheated engine issue, particularly in the 2008 model year of the Fiat 500, was so widespread that it warranted a recall. Other reported problems with Fiat vehicles is black exhaust smoke, which can occur when the engine oil becomes contaminated with fuel. This can lead to engine failure if not addressed, and can be especially common for short-trip drivers. There can also be issues with the clutch and faulty power steering, particularly in the Fiat 500. In 2014, there was a recall for the power steering issue, which was caused by faulty wiring beneath the steering column and was putting drivers at higher risk of accidents. Finally, despite being known for quick and nimble city cars, Fiat vehicles have struggled with power problems, particularly when it comes to longer trips or rougher terrain. Owners have regularly reported a lack of power when it comes to hill climbing. Up next, Chrysler. While the Chrysler brand may have had some glory days, those days might be over. Many drivers have had their fair share of headaches with these vehicles, and it's not hard to see why. From their questionable reliability to the use of cheap materials, Chrysler seem to bring more problems than peace of mind to the road. One of the biggest issues with Chryslers is their tendency to break down frequently. Engine problems, transmission failures, software glitches, and malfunctions in infotainment systems are just some of the common issues drivers have reported. And let's not forget about the cheap materials. The interiors of these cars often look and feel like they were made from junk parts or recycled materials. Their one saving grace might be their Hemi engines, and even though the brand has made some improvements in recent years, the resale value of these cars is poor. They still have a long way to go if they want to regain the trust of drivers. What car do you think of when you hear tough and rugged? If you said Jeep, you're correct. These cars can be awesome for off-roading. However, when it comes to daily driving, they fall short in a number of areas. From cheap and flimsy interior to the rough ride quality and poor handling, Jeeps can actually be a real headache to drive. And don't even get us started on trying to park one of these beasts in the city. It's a serious challenge. But that's not all. When it comes to technology, Jeeps are often behind the curve. From outdated infotainment systems to a lack of driver assistance features, Jeeps can feel like they're stuck in the past. And, like all of the other brands we've mentioned so far, reliability can also be a concern for Jeep owners. A number of Jeep models have been subject to recalls over the years, from issues with airbags to transmission problems. So even if you're looking for a tough and rugged vehicle for off-roading, you might want to look elsewhere for a daily driver. Finally, we'll look into why Mitsubishi might be one of the worst car brands out there. For starters, many owners report the clear coat peeling, giving your once tiny ride a dull and lackluster appearance. Some owners have also reported white spots appearing on clear coat, making it even more of an eyesore. Another issue with Mitsubishi cars is the automatic transmission, which is known to fail prematurely. That can be a costly repair and leave you without a functioning car for an extended period of time. Not ideal. And if the transmission wasn't enough, the clutch has also been reported to fail, with many owners having to replace their clutch with a higher market replacement, which adds even more cost to the already expensive repair. All of these repairs and replacements can add up quickly, making it a pricey ownership experience. If you want a car that won't break the bank or leave you stranded, it might be best to steer clear of Mitsubishi. Which of these 5 brands did you know had a reputation for being unreliable and costly to own? Let us know in the comments, and be sure to give this video a like if you want to see more videos like this. Up next, make sure to check out our video on cars that depreciate faster than a stock market crash. We'll explore more vehicles you might want to avoid if you're in the market for a new ride. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.